Hello and welcome to LT Plays Death's Gambit. This is my first episode on a brand new series playing through the brand new release Death's Gambit. This game just came out about 30 minutes ago where I live, and this is my first time playing through it. So let's get right on into it. Hope that's not me. Like the one being dragged. Soldier. Okay, so it's supposed to be a Souls-like, but holy macaroni, man, this is... Okay, so Soldier, trained by the military of Vados. Good all-around fighter. Blocking attacks gives you soul energy to use for abilities, so it's literally soul. Block attacks gives you soul energy. Assassin, quick and nimble fighter that favors close-range combat. Dodging attacks gives you soul energy to use for abilities. So it's blocking, dodging. Blood Knight, reckless warrior that rewards aggressive combat styles. You can regain health that was recently lost if you quickly retaliate. So this is kind of interesting. It's Souls-like, but that is like from Bloodborne. Wizard, you fight with complex ranged magic. Using a healing phoenix feather will give your soul energy to use for abilities. So hopefully that's reusable. Noble, because that's a class. You're not born a noble. You're made a noble. Anyway, you're trained to be a noble. You worked your way up the chain of lords. An agent of royalty will visit you to sell unique items. Using items gives you soul energy to use for abilities, so he's all about using items. Sentinel, a master of arms. You can equip any weapon and shield as long as you have half of the stats required. Pairing gives you soul energy to use for abilities. Acolyte of oh, this just looks sweet. You worship death, letting you restore broken death idols. These can be used to rest and save. Killing enemies gives you soul energy to use for abilities. So I already know what I'm going to be. I love me the Scythe. Oh, look at these stats on the side here. Vitality determines health. Strength determines damage of strength weapons and abilities. So it says strength weapons, which tells me there's probably going to be a dex. Lets you equip better strength weapons and shields. Finesse determines damage of finesse weapons and abilities. The dex lets you equip better finesse weapons. Endurance determines amount of stamina points. Intelligence determines spell damage. Lets you equip stronger spells, increases magic resistance. And haste determines ability and bow cast speed. Decreases ability slowdown time, increases stamina regeneration. And then that's unmarked. Helm, conscript's cape. A weathered cape donned by the enlisted soldiers of Vados. Your mother would have been proud to see you wear its color, but has it all been worth it? So if it is like a Souls-like game, it's going to tell a lot of its story through its items. Item description. Lucent Plume restores 120 health when consumed. 1.5 second cast time. A plume from the legendary phoenix. Unleashing its natural radiance has restorative properties. So it looks like we have a helm, back maybe, boots, aura, heal, and then shield. Vados shield. Infantry shield for soldiers from Vados. No amount of preparation could have changed what ultimately happened. So what happened? If what Death said is true, I hope they don't scorn me in the afterlife. What ultimately happened. So maybe that burning village was Vados dying. What Death said is true, so Death is a physical entity that can talk. I hope they don't scorn me in the afterlife. Weapon 2, Weapon 1. Alduin Greatsword. A common, heavy, two-handed weapon. Particularly effective against multiple foes. Its worn steel bears the weathering of a practiced hand. How many of Vados have fallen to its edge? And then we have item slots. Okay. And that was the soldier, assassin, don't do this to me. So the assassin, what is happening now? Trying to go down here to, okay. Wooden Targe, your movement speed while blocking is faster. A simple lightweight shield, there's really not much else to it. And Thief Blades, daggers that deliver attacks in rapid succession. The tools of both thieves and knights when precision is more valuable than brute force. So Blood Knight. Again, they start with a lot of the same weapons. Vados Shield, Vados Axe, a standard Vados issued axe. Its weathered blade has seen multiple expeditions. Sometimes those who participate simply have nothing more to lose and everything to gain. Wizard. Casting Tome, a simple spellbook used by most apprentice practitioners of magic. They're traditionally hand-me-downs from master to wards. That hints at the sense, maybe I have a master, maybe not. It does say create soul over there. So maybe I am a brand new human being. Magister's Hood, notorious for their service as royal advisors to kings. The Magisters of Nirim, this is a new nation, so we have Aldos and Nirim, wear prominent white hoods and a golden mask to veil their treacherous smiles. So, all about treachery. There are a lot of items here. Dragonberry removes poison, said to grow from the ash and wake of fire. The white blossoms are symbolic of purified souls. For this reason, funerals in Vados often overflow with the pale petals of Draconum. So we have Dragonberries, Draconum, I'm assuming is the actual plant. Gaian blood. Increases endurance regeneration by 100% for 14 seconds. Stories of the towering Gaians have been passed down for generations. It's the Sandman's job to harvest the slumbering giants for parts. So we have giants now, and whatever a Sandman is, which I'm assuming is a sect of people. Crow Plume returns you to the last death idol rested at. The opalescent jet plume of a crow. They have long been the harbingers of death, their eyes said to be a gateway for him to observe our world. So again, death is a physical entity. Death has idols where you rest at. And I'm assuming save. Alduin Halberd. Combo finishers deal 100% more damage when a halberd ability is on cooldown. A common, heavy, two-handed weapon with long reach. Sentinel. Vados Longsword. The standard Vados issued longsword, its hilt is decorated like a tree where its branches form the crossguard. That's kind of cool. The blood stains, although I can't tell from its pixely art, right? The blood stains look as though they're the blossoms of a macabre tree. So there's macabre trees. I don't know if those exist in real life. By the way, if they do, I'm very embarrassed. I'm not really that embarrassed. Acolyte of Death has the scythe, Acolyte Scythe, a scythe given to those who worship death. Just as a farmer harvests wheat, so too does death harvest souls. Our life force transcends into a new plane of existence to perpetuate life beyond our understanding. So, highest vitality is Soldier, and then Acolyte of Death. Strength scores go to the Blood Knight and the Sentinel. Finesse is Acolyte of Death, so it looks like Acolyte of Death is a finesse build. Same with the Assassin. I like that, because I like to be like speedy in and out. Endurance 1, that worries me. Lowest endurance for the Acolyte. Highest being the Sentinel. Intelligence is 2, not nearly the highest. The Soldier even has higher. And whatever this was again? Haste. Haste is 5, so very fast casting. It's interesting. Okay. Acolyte of Death is going to be who I am. Whoa, that was a little loud. Item. Vados Helm. Helm worn by military soldiers of Vados increases your vitality by 5. Spellbinder's Aura. Aura enchanted with elemental wisps. Using abilities increases intellect by 2 for 24 seconds. Stacks up to 10 intellect. Using abilities increases intellect by 2 for 24 seconds. Stacks up to 10 intellect. Interesting. So we're going to have abilities to use Shield of Warding. Reduces time of negative status effects by 25%. That seems really nice. But I don't see myself using a shield. Kind Blood increases endurance regeneration by 100% for 14 seconds. Soul Stone in the hands of the right person can be used to upgrade weapons and armor. Crystal Bomb. Unstable crystal explodes when thrown. So I'm guessing these are like Titanite shards from Bloodborne. Or I'm such an idiot. Dark Souls. Man, I'm all over the place. Crystal Bomb. Unstable crystal explodes when thrown, dealing 320 lightning damage. Rusty Charm. Lock it. It holds a small picture of someone dear to you. That is such a copy from Dark Souls 1. Such a copy. And it's so, like, it's a good game. It's like I'm not mad. I'm actually checking to see if there are different items available for each person. There are not. I am going to take the Vados Helm. That seems good. Vados Helm. Create soul. Finalize character creation. Alright, wish me luck, everybody. It was me. No, yeah, it was me.
Playing dead, were you? Shame it's always the cowards that survive.
Ouch. So my name is Sauron. I did not get to pick my protagonist here.
Considering the fate of your men, I thought I'd do them a service.
My men, they're all... So I do not have voice acting for my character.
Go back to Vados. You have an obligation to their families now.
an interesting spout. So obviously I am playing this on a gamepad. I'm playing it on an Xbox 360 controller. I really like Vrail. I don't know what race he is. Kind of a draconic figure. And it looks like, as I presumed, Vados has just been taken out. Okay, so I'm in. They're all
back to Vados. You have an obligation to their families now.
So it is pronounced Vados. So I'm just gonna run this way. Okay, sweet animation with the sword. I do not think I should attack him. There's a black. Whew.
Back so soon.
That terrified me. There was a black crow to the left and a white pigeon or dove to the right. So I think that's really interesting. It might be symbolic later. Back so soon. We're seeing a lot of like crow symbology with the crow wings. It seems very common with death figures. This pain, like I'm burning from the inside out.
Better get used to it.
So it doesn't sound like I was a coward that hid. It sounds like I died and was brought back by death.
This contract will resurrect you in service to me.
Question, I'm still dead? Maybe this is purgatory, I don't know.
Rest assured, your mind and actions will be your own.
I don't know if that assures me any more or less.
Though why you mortals insist in glorifying a self-aggrandizing hoax is beyond me. In return, you must do something for me.
What could I possibly do for you?
Give it time. For now, just sign here. In blood, of course.
I really like the voice acting so far. I'm gonna be honest, it sounds wonderful. The art's really nice. Death's contract. So I have no idea. So A is jump. You cannot double jump. But you can jump pretty far if you jump while going forward. If you hold left stick, you can... Can you sprint? No, it doesn't look like. X is obviously attack, though I don't know how to put my weapon away now. Y is nothing. B is dodge back. Left trigger, shield. Right trigger, nothing. Puts my stuff away. L, left bumper, nothing. Right bumper, nothing. Start button. Okay, this is how I get here. So Death's contract. My contract with Death. It keeps me alive until I fulfill my mission. The contract can be cancelled at any time, though it'll leave me mortal. I have to be certain that's what I want. The page radiates with an ominous sensation. It's seemingly capable of crossing realms. It might be really interesting to play this game and just see what happens if I immediately terminate the contract. I can already tell this seems like it's going to be a very lore-heavy game. I'm really excited about it. So this is Fear. That was the next one. What does Fear determine? We don't know. It doesn't tell us. Talents. So these are the talent trees. Acolyte's Might. Killing enemies gives you soul energy. Gain 20% damage boost for 10 seconds after regaining a lost Phoenix Feather. Generate stamina faster when blocking and using Phoenix Feather gains you 15 soul energy. So it's interesting. There's branching trees. There's not many talents, though. Journal of Immortals. So maybe that's who I'm hunting. Options. Video and sound configure. Controls. Exit to main menu. And quit. So it looks like that's where we finally get our settings. I don't know if I really like the fact that I got to go all the way back here. Okay, so you can see my stamina and health bar in the top corner. And it uses a lot of stamina to attack. Jumping, not so much. I can mount. Alright, I get a horse. Or, well, this is not a horse, but I get a creature of some sort. An antelope, maybe. The turn animation is nice. He always turns looking at the camera. Well, okay. My guy jumped off. I was seeing if the horse had a jump. Or whatever this is had a jump. Does not seem to. Very nice sound effect. I don't know, this game just feels very satisfying so far. Is this it? Am I just going to have empty space here? Well, this is a nice time to observe the scenery. So I made it to the end. I got there. I survived. I did it. Whoa! Another white bird. Gaian's Cradle. Oh, okay, what is that? Pick up item. So how do I pick up an item? I think I just press A. Nope, I pressed down. A Leaf of Gaia. Leaf of Gaia. When consumed, restores all health and removes minor status ailments. There are rumors of groves untouched by seasons where spring is eternal, and the leaves are lush. They are the locus of ley lines. The nervous system of Gaia, and radiant sites of magic. This leaf is proof of such a place. So I have pages on my inventory. I don't see anything for carry weight, which is really nice. I also do not have a helmet equipped, so I would like to actually equip my helm. So equip it. Did I see a visual difference? There's no visual difference between when I have an item equipped and when I do not have it equipped. I don't know if this thing is going to try and attack me, but it's nice that, no, it's in a different area. It's nice that I can interact with it. Alright, so I do have to jump at this point. I cannot jump up there. Read inscription. Press X button to attack with primary weapons. So this is the tutorial. I can block cover points. Press menu to open your inventory. Yep, we already discovered that. Okay, that scared the out of me. Crow plume, what do we do? Returns you to the last death idol rested at. The opalescent jet plume of a crow. They have long been the harbingers of death. So again, the crow is important. Their eyes said to be a gateway for him to observe our world. So if you remember, if I ran left, though, I saw a crow fly off, which is interesting. Hold LB button next to ladders to climb. Okay, we figured out what LB does. Left button for climb down. Use the horse to leap over big gaps. How do I get the horse up here? The Logoth short bow. 11 damage, finesse scaling, requires 1 finesse. Bows engraved with the folklore of our annexation into Vados. The banner of a crown wavers in the wind as its night fend knights fend off the assault of a dragon. The lands beyond our homestead are still marred from their brutal engagement. So I've already found a typo already, but this will be weapon 2. Weapon 2. How I switch weapons, I am not sure. Okay, there we go. And I can aim with right thumbstick. Looks like there's some arrows up here. Okay, found a way to make that work. They're going to have this on the inscription. Press RT button to use the secondary weapon. Okay, I can press A or B to cancel it, it looks like. Why did my horse come back here? I'm assuming because plot reasons. So I can use the horse to bridge great jumps. Let's see how this works out. So it looks like I do have ammo. I only have 40 ammo with my bow. This is beautiful scenery. That looks like it might be important. Oh, you can rest. Your actions in this world will not be forgotten. Level up. Okay, so you use shards to level up. Okay. Okay, so that's what a death's idol looks like. I mean, it looks like an idol to death, so I guess that makes sense. Oh, there's actually a get down animation. That's kind of cool. Activate. What just happened? Oh, the door opened. I didn't even know there was a door there. Ooh. This is a platforming thing. It looks like there must be 2 more. Because if you notice, there are 3 slots. Okay. Water sounds nice. And then you gotta kind of click. Yep. If you don't hold LB, you'll fall. Can I jump on this? So the longer you hold A, the higher you jump. Ooh, okay. Thought maybe that was an enemy. Don't know why. Hold left trigger to block. Press B button while moving to dodge roll. And it does use half my stamina. Whew. I do not do much damage. Ran out of endurance there. This is a very... What are you doing? You just changed colors? That concerns me. mean, I feel slow, but they feel super slow too. 22 plus shards. That should be enough for a level up by the sounds of it. Okay. Oh, and there's whatever his name was. Rail. You have a death wish. Don't think I can die, actually. My face is green. Maybe I'm a zombie.
Eluding death gives you a god complex, I see.
Eluding death. So he actually thinks that I'm just like, I can't die.
If you intend to squander your life, go right on ahead. I'm sure your men are eager to see you. But should you think twice, take one of these. They're restorative plumes.
I think this is going to be the Phoenix plume. And why does Vrail...
to ensure your return to Vardos. Consider it the last kindness I offer you.
Why does Vrail want to help me so much? Especially if I'm the survivor of the army that just died to his soldiers. Maybe he's not from the other military. Maybe he's just a wanderer. Or maybe he's just the pickup people. Maybe he's one of the Sandmen. I don't know yet. Not sure burning me alive is a kindness. So it sounds like he was thrown on the fire.
Compared to what lies ahead, I assure you it is.
If I'm going home... So RB heals. So yeah, that's my Elucent plume. It's not a phoenix. There's like a slug up there that I'm interested in. Oh, okay. Didn't mean to do that. Whoops. Back to 39 for some reason. Can you jump over there? No, but barely only. Barely you cannot. Press RB button to use equipped item. I'm not gonna waste it. I'll just rest. It always reminds you, your actions in this world will not be forgotten. I'm guessing it's like an Estus flask, because we can also augment our Estus flasks. I don't know what reclaim means. Let's look at augment feather. Plumes held 3, plumes lost 0. Damage increase? I'm not sure. Reclaim. Sacrifice to reclaim lost plumes. So they're like Estus flasks, but you don't get them back when you rest. You get them back when you reclaim, and you have to sacrifice shards, which are your souls in this game, in order to get them back. That's an interesting component. Level up. So I think vitality determines health points. I think I'll start by increasing my endurance to 2. So from 90, it only goes up to 92. That sucks. But you know what? I feel like I need it. Haste determines ability, and bow cast speed. So how fast I can shoot bows. Decreases ability, cooldown time, increased stamina regeneration rate. Determines amount of stamina points. So I don't have a lot of stamina right now, but it regenerates pretty fast. So confirm. Level up, +1 endurance. So we are officially level 2. Okay, read inscription. Resting at death idols regenerates used feathers. So no, we do not have to augment them evidently. I don't understand what or reclaim them. Can you headshot foes? Is that a thing? Let's see. This is actually one of those actions I'm sure is easier on a... Whoa! That was cool, and it looked like an item dropped, but do not fret, it did not. While blocking, press secondary weapon button to kick shielded enemies. While blocking, press secondary weapon button. Okay, so there's the kick mechanic. Press the wrong buttons here. But you know what? I made it work, and I'm back up to full health, so I can't really complain too much. Okay, there's an item there that I cannot access yet. Guy with a crossbow. So, it looks like the bows do block all of my damage. Dude, the sound effects in this game are actually pretty BA. I'm gonna be honest. I really like it. I like that there's like a soul movement, like the soul's leaving the body animation. I think that's cool. Attack while in air or after a dodge roll to execute different attacks. Ooh, I'm loving me some of that. Ow. I like how I just said ow. Like, it didn't hurt me. Ooh, that's cool too. Alright, I'm liking this. Padded greaves. Alright, so let's see if we can get some more lore. A pair of standard issue infantry boots from Vados. A new army could be equipped with all the armor that lies scattered and abandoned. Every 4 years a generation ends in these foreign lands. Every 4 years a generation ends in these foreign lands. So it sounds like either Vados, has been at war for a really long time. And so because of that, every 4 years they go back, like a whole generation is wiped out. I don't know what else it could mean, actually. Just for some reason, every 4 years a whole generation is wiped out. There's no sprint option. I thought going over to the left was going to be an optional area, but I'm not coming to an end here. I haven't forgotten that pearlescent slug that I saw earlier. This is kind of the platformer elements. I don't mind the platformer elements here as much as I hated the platformer. Oh man, as much as I hated the platformer elements in Dark Souls and the Soulsborne games as a whole. Okay, all right, not what I was going for, but you know what? We take what we got. Oh, I'd love to see play this though. Northern Lion. I also watched him play Dead Cells, which is also out now, and I really enjoyed it. Fragile Courage. So what is this? Increases vitality by 15, destroyed if killed. Strength we find in dire times can propel us beyond our limitations. Such illusions of grandeur are fragile, easily shattered. So Fragile Courage increases vitality by 15. Does it increase our vitality till we die? Because if we're killed, it's destroyed. So that tells me that we keep the rest of our stuff if we die. Because it does not specify that anything else is broken when we die. This is an interesting world so far. The world of Vados. Another death shrine. Little fast on the death shrines, but sure, I'll rest. I don't know if enemies recover. Plumes held 30, so I'm not sure what I'm reclaiming. Maybe this is if I'm cursed. Like if there's a curse-like mechanic. Augment Feather. The Augment and Reclaim both require me to have more. So, I'm going to be increasing my endurance. I have enough for 1 level up. And almost 2. So that is my level up. I'm going to go back and just kind of see if... Does that regenerate enemies? Let's see. Yes, it does. And then it doesn't look like there's any fall damage. Oh, they're angry. Okay. Ooh, those arrows travel far. But that means mine do too. So when I regular attack, he steps forward. So that's something to be aware of. It obviously, it has already knocked me off the edge there. So we have our Not Estus Flask, our Not Souls, and I can already level up again. I don't know if I should be taking all these level ups, but... Level 3, or 4 now. I've done 3 level ups, so whatever that is. And it's... Oh yeah, that makes a huge difference in how many attacks I can do, though. So Endurance doesn't, like, they start really low score-wise, but looks like they have actual impact. I cannot jump on that. This whole game is going to be what can I jump on and what can't I jump on. I think I saw a white bird fly over at it. Dove, I think is what those are called. I know. Oh, so this is like an elite enemy. Attack enemies to gain energy. Oh, so it's going to teach me how to use abilities. Against this elite. Press Y to use your equipped ability. I'm gonna wait till his shield isn't as predominant. Increase scythe damage by 20%. I don't feel like he's getting hurt here. Nope. Looks like I have to use my ability attack. Stamina's low, gotta watch that. I like this mechanic of abilities, though. And me hitting people generates my spirit. Okay, so those go down over time, too, so you gotta be careful about that. So this is number 2. If I remember, I need 3. my horse. It's interesting. So they actually have the horse doing things while he's just standing there, though. That, you know, it's little things, but they add up, and I think that they're nice. I don't know how many not souls I got from that. Shards. Shouldn't call them not souls. Oh, I got access to abilities. Reap. Strike enemies. It's called Reap. I said that really weird for some reason. Reap. Strike enemies with your scythe. Increase scythe damage by 20% per enemy hit for 10 seconds. By 20% per enemy hit. So against mass groups, that's crazy. So Y, LT plus Y, LT plus B. So I don't have any other abilities equipped to do anything to. So let's go level up. He gave me like 10. Which is kind of pathetic. Okay, so I'm gonna go kill. So it resets my spirit energy and such. The block mechanic. So it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't look like I take any fall damage. Dang it. I do take arrow damage. I know that may surprise some. The animation for them dying is nice too. Oh, and I can reap the grain. I know that's like, Jacob, why would you be excited about that? Because it's kind of cool. So I got the Vados longsword. So again, it makes me feel like this is not a class-based system. Those classes are just things that you can assume, but I think they open me up to my tree. Okay, and then every time I rest, I also regenerate my ammo for my ranged weapons, because I haven't picked up any, and I'm back at 40 again. Longsword requires 7 strength. It's a strength scaling weapon, does 50 damage. This does 36 damage, but finesse scaling requires 7 finesse. Whoa, the banner of a crown. Okay, I thought it said banner of crows. Standard, the blood stained. So we already read over that. I really want to be able to get up there. Ooh, is that a spot I can jump up through? Looks like it might be. Yes. Zealot's cape. All right. Valuable cape adorned with a bear and a stitched inscription that reads, "The Grey's light protect me, for all the good that did him." The Grey was admired by many, but alas, no one can save everyone. So who is the Grey? Sounds like he was a hero. Conscript's cape, a weathered cape donned by the enlisted soldiers of Vados. Your mother would have been proud. So it does nothing for me, it looks like. This does vitality plus 4. And it does change the color of the cape that my character wears. Plus 8 shards. Okay, so now back up to here. Nope, I gotta find some place where light is coming through. Oh, no, I gotta go all the way over here. I know what I gotta do now. Go up here. Which this is hard. This is kind of hard to hit there, but you can do it, I promise. Okay, they can hit through walls. A wooden targe. Which, let's use our... Oh, we do not have... So we have to have at least 30 energy to use that. But they can stagger them. 15 shards. I love this energy I'm running around with. Nice. Alright, I feel good playing this. And I feel like a lot of games don't land that too well. They do have quite a few of these death things up. Maybe that's because I'm playing as the Acolyte. I don't know. Let's go level up. Endurance. My vitality again is being pumped. So let's continue to pump the endurance. And I'm going to keep doing that until I get to 100, which is going to be 6. And my... Whoa. So if you see that everything's going up for some reason when I increase this. I think it's because I hit level 5. So I hit level 5. My health goes up 2. My stamina goes up 2. Weapon 1 damage, 2 damage. Both goes up to 38, 21, 22, 37 to 38. My finesse damage, magic damage goes up from 17 to 18, which tells me it's possible that it's a tier system. I might unlock an additional ability now as well. Let me see. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Now, if I want to change my abilities, or talents, that when I... No, these are talents and then abilities. Abilities are different. So I think maybe I gotta learn abilities. So going up there is... Okay, I go this way. It's a nice, like, blood-stained... Okay, yeah, that hurt. Okay, and a sunstone. So what is... Okay, there's 2 items I haven't read yet. The wooden targe requires 2 strength. Your movement speed while blocking is faster. A simple lightweight shield that's really not much else to it. C toughness. So this doesn't even... F toughness. Well, F fails. Infantry shield for soldiers. No amount of preparation can have changed what ultimately happened. Okay. Whoa, what was that? If what Death said is true, I don't score me in the afterlife. I thought it said something about a championship. A champion, rather. Sunstone. Radiant stone that illuminates dark areas. Can be thrown. These stones absorb natural sunlight, exuding a pleasant warmth and light when night falls. The streets of Vados and many more cities use them on a daily basis. So it sounds like they're like prism stones? I guess? I'm not sure. Hopefully they're more useful than prism stones. That terrifies me. But I didn't get anything for killing it. We're about to see that, okay. It's funny because him blocking... There's obviously no backstab mechanic, but it is nice to get rid of these foes. Looks like another boss fight, possibly? Oh my gosh. That feels familiar, and will feel familiar for anyone who's played Dark Souls. Sunstone. Don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Maybe there's a way I can kill that, but not it. Aware. Abyssal Eye. Ow. Ow. Okay. Okay, RB to heal. Let's see how much this actually heals us for. Not that much. I would like to come back and fight the dragon, which is probably what it is, noticing I get a dragonberry. Another abyss stone, or another sunstone, an abyssal eye. An occult spell that summons a third eye. Wicked tales exist of cultists who gouge out their eyes. It's terrifying. Throwing them to the fire in hopes that their sacrifice will grant them unified vision with their god. What if their god is blind? So that's interesting. This is our first note about religion, other than the physical symbology and physical entity that is death. So, occult spells. Cultists. This is a spell. Dragonberry removes poison said to grow from the ash and wake of fire. So we read that already. I don't think I have any other spells. So that's an actual spell that summons a third eye. I don't know what it does, though. I'd like to try and fight that dragon, but I also don't wish to die. But I will grab this item up here. A reinforced helm. Let me just jump under here in it real quick. Vitality +1. A standard issue infantry barbute. It's been personalized with some additional padding and streaks of paint. Looks kind of cool, but Vados helm actually gives me more vitality. Okay, so I can survive it. At least one of these. Oh, I can hit him. That was nice. Well, it should show him. Another dragonberry. Oh yeah, no, my damage is so small it is not worth it. Not even a little bit. 8 shards for killing that. Oh, this reminds me of from Dark Souls in the forest, in the Great Forest. they had, like, forest guardians like this. Okay. My stamina's low. Get out of there. I think one trick to get him out. I like how fast and speedy the scythe is. Anyway, one way to get him. Okay, what? That was so terrible. That sucked. There's stuff up here I want. Well, I gotta be able to go back to that door anyway, but there's stuff up there that I want. My finesse is up to, or endurance, now up to 100. So this increases everything. So I guess I was just blind before and didn't notice, but it does not affect my stamina regeneration or cooldown, because that is both under haste. So it looks like when I increase haste or this, it increases everything. So everything increases health. Vitality increases health by 10. Everything else increases health by 2. Leveled up. I have almost enough for the next. So, that is where we are going to stop off for today. I don't know where the next Gaian's Cradle is going to be. I don't know. These don't look like they're death altars. They must be Gaian's Cradle. Gaian's Cradle is the name of the location, and I am at a death altar. All right. Well, thank you for joining me for LT Plays. This Let's Play. LT Plays Death's Gambit. This is the first time playing this game, so again, I hope you enjoyed it, and this was my first 45-minute look at the game, and I will be now doing a first impressions video, which you can also see on my channel. So thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like. Make sure to click the subscribe and bell notification button, so that way you're always notified when I come out with new videos. I come out with new videos every day for you. There's always more content to see. And make sure to leave in the comments any games that you guys would like to see me play. That way I can use that as inspiration for my future videos. You know, and I look at your guys' comments, I use it as recommendations and such for future games. Anyway, that said, thank you for joining me. LT out.